Greetings and welcome. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth on this whole Xbox Game Pass situation that's been going on right now. Now, I did post a kind of like a 13-ish minute video to the channel earlier today. I should just change the title of that video because it was really my initial thoughts. Right now for this video, I want to give a little bit of a deeper look and just more of a raw take. Now, this might set some people, put them in the wrong mood, or, I might offend some people, but hey, sometimes you just got to keep it fucking real. So let me just go on over and share the screen right quick, and let's just get after it. So in the last video, I did show this particular website, the xbox.com. I'm not going to go and cover old ground, but let's just say if you are deciding which Game Pass tier to choose, for instance, you can go here, go to where it says Game Pass, right? Select this, right? And then you basically get to this page and you scroll all the way down, right? Like so. And you can essentially select how you want to see each tier. So for instance, if you want to see all the games that are inside of the Xbox Game Pass Essential, you see that it has 67 games. If you want to look at Game Pass Premium, it has 372 games, and you do that, so on and so forth. However, I'm going to go directly to the Xbox app and show you exactly what you have to have available, because I think it's important for people to actually visually see exactly what you're getting. Now, before I get to that point, if you decide to go to YouTube, and let's just do this in real time, right? If I just type in the word Game Pass, if I just type in the word and enter, this is what pops up. Okay. Now, I want to. Now, you're going to have a whole bunch of other creators that are way, way larger than me. They're all talking about this. Some of them just, I don't know, man. And they keep floating this number. You see this guy's thumbnail, Spawn Wave? He's a solid channel, $360. Keep that number in mind, right? So if you scroll down, you have Colt Eastwood, price hike. Young Year, see the $360 a year. Price hike gets worse, right? Xbox prices went up. I was actually watching the Dustin Legary video a little bit. If we keep scrolling, this guy, Matty Plays, Xbox, it's so over. What is this? ACG, game, like all of these guys, this dude, Tyron Magnus, oh my God. It's really not that serious. But anyway, if we keep going all the way down, see, it just doesn't stop. And this guy is a bit of a meme at this point. Every time this Dreamcast guy talks about Xbox, he's been saying Xbox is dead for like the last 20 years. I don't really know. I don't even follow this guy, but he's on my feed. So it's important to understand where they're getting this 360 number from. So let's go on over to this part where I have it saved, Tom Warren. So he goes on to say, there's still no annual subscription for Game Pass Ultimate. That means it's $360 a year, which is more than an Xbox Series S, which is $300 when it first launched. Nothing against this man, no shade against Mr. Tom Warren, but this is where predominantly you are seeing this 360 number being thrown around. Now, let me just kind of zero in on me real quick, because I just want to talk to the camera. I want to talk to the people real quick. I want people to understand something when it comes to subscription-based services. And I referenced this earlier in the last video, where I said that it's understood that you, as the consumer, do not own any of these games. You are merely, in essence, you're renting them, right? It's no different when you're watching Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu or whatever subscriber service you are aligned with or paying for. Okay, the minute you stop paying, your access goes out the door. I think we can understand that. So my question to many people is, okay, if you know that the whole year of Game Pass Ultimate is $360 a year, then why are you no, I mean, I'm just kind of wondering this. Why are you paying for it for the whole year? Unless you really see the value. Because let's be honest, if you're playing a handful of games or maybe one or two games, you can outright just buy the fucking game. If all you wanted to use Game Pass Ultimate for was, say, play Black Ops 7, or maybe you wanted to play one of the newer day one release titles, okay, so you play it for a month, you try it out if in case you're curious, you cancel the Ultimate, right? Then you go and buy the damn game. What's the problem? So where's this $360 coming from? Unless you are choosing to keep that membership going, it's on you. You can decide at any point in time when you want to get off of the subscription ride. So I'm going to get back to that, but let's just go back to sharing the screen. But this time I want to now go on over to, I want to go over to my Xbox app. And I want to actually show you guys exactly what you're getting. Okay. Now, let me make sure I'm actually showing this. Okay. Let me make sure this is actually going through because you never know with OBS sometimes. All right. So I'm on the Xbox app. This is my Xbox app. When I go to, so we go home. How did I get here? Right. So we go home and I hope I didn't lose myself. So if I go to Game Pass, right, and I see, I go to all games. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now what I do is I go over here, I go to filter, I go down to subscription, and we go down to Game Pass Core, which is basically, what do they call it? Essential. They just haven't retitled it yet. So we hit apply. So this is what you have for the Game Pass Core. You see it says Game Pass Core. So you have about 65 games here, right? This is what you get for Game Pass Core for $10, right? Now, mind you, across every single tier, finally, Microsoft has allowed everybody across all tiers to have access to cloud gaming services and Xbox Live, meaning online multiplayer. Because I can remember there was a time you actually needed a higher tier of Game Pass to even have access to both of those features. But now they're all, each tier has those two features. So you, as you can see, you have Among Us, right? You can just basically follow along. You can pause the video. I'm just going to scroll down this kind of slow so you can see. If anything, you can rewind the video. And these are all of the games that you have access to for essentially $10. In addition to additional savings, in addition to if you decide to purchase one or more of these games, I believe if you buy them while they're still in Game Pass or when they're about to leave, I forget which one, you do get an additional discount. Now, this is all of the games you have at the essential. Well, basically, it's going to be. It's Game Pass Core at present, but I'm sure Microsoft will change that. Now we're going to go over to the next tier. Okay, we're going to go to the next tier. I hope you guys are following along. Now this is the Game Pass Standard, which is now called Premium, I believe. So we hit apply. So now you went from 65 or 67 games to now 327 games. So now we're going to scroll a little bit. We're going to scroll like we did. So it's more or less in alphabetical order. So just like I did before, or, as I said before, you can pause the video when you get to when you see something here that catches your eye, or you want to rewind as I'm kind of going through this. So I'm just going to keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. All right. We're going. We're at H. We're almost through it. Because I feel it's very important for people to actually see what the hell they're getting, because I have to suspect that there might be people out there that don't even know what Game Pass is even offering. They heard of it, but they just probably haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. So this is what you're getting. Now this is what is now being called premium. This is the premium option. Oh, you have actually they added Stalker 2. That's good. Okay. I wasn't even aware of that. Oh, they got Starfield in there. Yep, a lot of games, right? A lot of games. Look at this. Absolutely insane. I'm still going. Tunic, a fantastic game, by the way. Visions of Mana, that's an excellent RPG. And so that's it. That is all you get. That is all you have from the premium option. Now we're gonna go and show you the ultimate option. This is what I currently have. So now we're gonna go. Hold on for a second. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna cancel that out. We're going to okay, go back to filter. Go to subscription. Gonna check off what I have. Game Pass Ultimate. Hit apply. All right. So I have 483 games. 483 games I can choose from. So you know this is going to take a while. So here we go. I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker. $483 games, y'all. Sometimes you just got to do this. Sometimes you just got to take the time, and anybody that wants to actually watch, they'll watch. It's that simple. As far as I'm concerned, this is still the best value. I would say definitely in console gaming, 100%. I understand, as I said in the last video, Steam exists. I know the PC people, they swear by Steam and everything. But from a console standpoint, this is second to none, by far. I mean, this is absolutely insane. 483 games. And it also includes EA titles as well. As I'm looking, I'm still scrolling. This is wild. Oh, and not to mention, here's a perfect example. So you see this right here? When you are also a Game Pass member, you also gain additional savings. So you actually gain not only the sales that may be available in the Microsoft Store just normally, but you also get specific sales just by being a Game Pass member, right? So you see Rainbow Six Extraction, now $31.99, down from $39.99. So I just wanted to point that out because that was a random, a fortunate example. That's why I just wanted to highlight that. But let's keep scrolling down. All right. We're going to keep scrolling. And there you go. So essentially 483 games to choose from. And I didn't even check PC, but I'm not going to scroll through it, but we can look at PC as well. So if you're a PC Game Pass guy or girl, right, if we select PC Game Pass, hit apply, you actually have access to 473 games. Now, if we were to say look at capabilities, okay, hold on, let me see. I guess this would be it. The capabilities. So if we look at games, cloud enabled, right? So cloud enabled games you can stream from the cloud. Okay. That becomes 53. So 53 games you can stream from the cloud. So which means that you don't. Well, actually, I feel like it's more than this because I don't know. Maybe I just don't really quite understand because I know Avowed is on Game Pass, and I'm able to stream that through the cloud. So, but anyway, you can mess around with this feature here on the Xbox app, but you can do this type of search on this website here. I'm just making the change to OBS. All you just really have to do is just manipulate the fields here. You know, so for instance, if you just wanted to look to see what options you have for Game Pass Premium for things that are like cloud based, right? So you make your selection, and then you can see that 340 games out of the Xbox Game Pass Premium are cloud enabled. Conversely, if you were to do the same thing for your Xbox Essential, 62 games out of the Xbox Essential are cloud. So that's, again, 62 games. If you unselect the cloud, basically, so pretty much only 5 games are not cloud enabled. So ultimately, there is incredible value here, and I just cannot overstate that enough. But, you know, I understand that people, they're up in arms over the price increase. I get it. But again, you know, let's be honest here. I would say most things on planet Earth that has a dollar amount attached to it increases in price at some point in time over the course of time. Let's just be honest let's be honest with each other. So all of this fake outrage, like, oh my God, it's going to be $360 per year. Bro, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, man or woman. If you are considering a Game Pass membership, right, you have 3 options. Now it's 10, 15, and you know, what is it? What are the prices again? 10, okay, I was correct. Yeah, 10, 15, and $30 a month. Okay, so I understand that there are people that are pissed off about this, but, you know, look, if your intent is, again, to only play 1 or 2 games primarily, then just go out and buy those games. You know, whether they're $40 or $70, just go and buy your game. But if you already know that you are going to buy, or should I say play, a variety of games, and Game Pass is, quite frankly, second to none. And as I said in the prior video, if you are on the fence of a particular game and that game may not have a demo, or maybe the demo didn't convince you, you can essentially, assuming that one of the Game Pass tiers has that game that you're interested in, you can pretty much play the full version of the game for a month's time, whether you're paying $10, $15, or $30. Play it for a month. If you like it, you just go and cancel the membership, which it seems that people just, I don't think they understand like the process here, or just how you can utilize this to your advantage. Cancel the membership and go and buy that game, and never buy Game Pass again. So when people keep referencing this number of $360 for the whole year, oh, it's more than the cost of an Xbox Series S. That depends on the person. For me, that's fine because I'm playing multiple games. I'm playing dozens of games per month. So the value of Game Pass, it matters, because if I were to buy every one of those games that I play, I would be spending over $360 per month. That's what people don't seem to understand. It's so annoying. It's like people have this, like I said, this fake outrage. Oh my God, it's this. And then you got people like this guy at the top saying, oh, Xbox is dead. And I'm like, bro, like I said, this guy's been saying Xbox is dead for like 20 years. It's insane to me, you know? And this guy poses a question, kind of funny games. Game Pass, the best ideal in gaming? Yeah, it is. I'll answer the question. It is the best thing in gaming, but it depends on you. It depends on, again, and I keep repeating myself because some people just don't get it. They can't get it through their thick skull. If you are the type of man or woman that you see a game, you're like, you know what? I like this, but I don't play many games. I don't have the time. Maybe I got too many kids. I'm going to work. I'm going to college. I got a girlfriend or whatever the case is. Whatever your life situation is that does not afford you enough time to play video games, or you're just like, you play a game here and there. But, there's this one game on Game Pass I really like. Well, then, does it make sense for you to stay with a membership charging you $10, $15, or $30 every single month because you want to play that one fucking game? No, just go and buy the goddamn game. It's like, I feel like I'm the only one that seems that this makes sense. Like 1 + 1 is 2. Again, if you're someone like me, and I understand we're all different, but if you are like me and you're playing Black Ops 7, you're playing Tunic, you're playing Doom Eternal, you're playing all these types of games, Starfield, Stalker 2. If I were to buy each of those games, I would be close, if not exceed $360 per month, as I referenced earlier. So for me, Game Pass Ultimate in particular is a great value for me. But if you have to look at yourself, are you the type of person that is going to be playing multiple games? Because if the answer is not, then just stick with the $10 membership, because that way you'll still get cloud access to the games that is on the Game Pass Essential, which I believe again was 65 or 67 games, which is still a lot. And I just showed you the games at current, what is available. And in addition to the cloud, you also will be able to play the games online, multiplayer, and the cloud enabled aspect. And you can also, Microsoft also has this feature where you can stream games that you own. I think it's games that you own digitally. So, there's a lot of variety there. And, I'm not saying that Microsoft is perfect. I'm not saying that, they're the greatest thing. But when it comes to Game Pass, bro, you have so many options. And I think it's very disingenuous when I see so many content creators talking their bullshit like, it's this amount of money. Yeah, it's that amount of money if you're choosing to keep paying every month, yeah. And if you're not using it, and if you're not playing more than one game, then yeah, it is Let me give you another example. I live in New York. We had something, well, I think they're phasing it out, but we had something called a Metro card. Now, some people would buy a Metro card for the month, which, was upwards of $100+. Just give you an example. If you're the type of person that only uses that monthly Metro card, maybe 3 days out of a 7-day work week, is that unlimited worth it? No, it's not. But if you're busy using the train multiple times a day, every single day, now it becomes worth it. It's the same exact thing with Game Pass. If you know that, again, you are only playing a handful of games, if that, then getting Game Pass Ultimate is not the right path. Now, you might be saying, well, Red, what if that one game I want to play is one of those day one releases? I want to go and play Black Ops 7. That's not in any other Game Pass tier. It's only in the Ultimate tier. So I have to spend $30 to play that game? No. You can pay the game full price, and now you own the game. It's that easy. Now, let's say if you want to partake in the beta, right? Let's just Call of Duty, for example. Well, then, as a Game Pass Ultimate member, you have access to that beta, plus everything else for that month. If you don't like it, cancel it. Microsoft is not locking you into any contract. And that's another thing. Microsoft is not shackling you in. If you get Game Pass premium, you're locked for a whole year. Or Game Pass Ultimate, you're locked in for the whole year. So now it's $360 no matter what. Then I can see the outrage. But this is bullshit. This is out of 12 months, you could easily utilize Game Pass Ultimate, right? If you're the type of person that's low on time, you don't play that many games, maybe 2 months out the year, and you spent like $60. And then during that time, that month or two that you had Game Pass Ultimate, you're able to mess around, explore, and you may come across a game that you actually didn't think you'd like, but because it's part of the membership, you're able to try it. And also because you have cloud features, you don't have to sit and wait for the game to download to your hard drive, and maybe you're low on hard drive space. Because a lot of times, I can tell you from personal experience, there are games that I'm like, I would like to try, but it's petty, I'll admit it, but I don't feel like waiting for the shit to download. I'm gonna be honest. But having the cloud, while the resolution and the performance may not be as flawless as it were if you had the game installed, but it does give you a good impression. It allows you to try the game pretty much within minutes or seconds, and then you can decide, wow, I didn't know about this game. All right, I guess I'll buy this game too. And you still go out and cancel your membership of Game Pass. So now you've gained interest in games that you didn't think you would play, that you didn't think you had interest in. You ended up deciding to buy them, making purchases of games that you more than likely would not have even given a second look. But because they were in Game Pass, and even though you bought Game Pass for that one game that you wanted to try, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me see what else they got here. Oh, this looks interesting. Let me try it. Ooh, I like it. That is very possible because it's happened to me. It's happened to me. So I just want people to stop with the bullshit outrage. It's only $10 fucking dollars. And if we really want to be honest with one another, how much bullshit do people really buy over the course of a fucking year if they were really to clock each one of their purchases? How many of those Starbucks coffees, or how much of those fucking sodas, or how much, like, if you were to sum and total all of the other little smaller purchases that are not really that essential to you, you would probably be amazed. You would probably be amazed. So of course, anytime you look at the price of something that is subscription based, and you look at it from, oh wow, I'm spending $300 a month in this, or $400 a month in this. Of course, it's going to seem like, oh my God. But unless you're locked into a contract, you can cancel any time. I just wish that people would start using their brain. And I understand maybe some of these content creators, maybe they know exactly what I'm talking about, but they're using these little clickbaity titles to get their little views. Many of these channels are vastly superior to mine in terms of subscriber base, with 20, 30, 50,000 subscribers. I'm still growing. And speaking of that, hopefully this video and this information I'm giving to you will actually have earned your subscription. And if you want to go a step further, believe me, I'm a struggling content creator here in New York. I'm trying to make my ends meet. It's just me. It would mean a lot if you were to purchase one of the channel memberships. $2 for the lowest end, $2 for you for a month. May not be much, but for me, it means a great deal. Or you can choose any of the other. I have 3 in total. So hopefully, if this content related to you, you would consider supporting me in any of those particular ways. But I just want to close out with this. Just to reiterate this, Game Pass across each tier is not a yearly lock-in deal. You can cancel at any time per month. You can cancel. So you can get in, get Game Pass one particular month, and actually even before, like I showed you with Xbox.com, you can actually see what games are available for which particular tier. So if you want, so maybe there is a game you want to try that is not like it's in the essential. So you only need to pay $10 to play that game. But again, even if it is a day one title whereby you will need an ultimate membership, which is now $30, again, you could play it for the whole month, the entire game for the whole month, and just cancel it after that. Or just go out and buy the game. Well, can we please stop with the fake outrage?